Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 22.2K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel, guys. New customers bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets guaranteed. You also get a free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket, which is an awesome promo. DraftKings is having another promo, getting NFL Plus for free as well. So take advantage. We got football starting here soon. A good chance to get in on that action there. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. 15 matchups, starting with the Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at -165. The Cubs +130 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 62-70. Cubs 67-66. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 6.33. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 2.16. Hendricks, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. The Cubs coming off back-to-back wins against Pittsburgh here. Yeah, been a tough series for Pittsburgh. But they get Paul Skeens on the mound here. If you look at the numbers, I mean, the Cubs have been really good against them. They're 6-1 on the road against Pittsburgh, 13-7 against Pittsburgh. So, I mean, really good here. Hendricks coming off some decent games, giving up 3-1-2 in his last 3. But overall, he's had some bad games this year. I like Skeens today. I mean, dominant on the mound. I think there's a good chance for them to bounce back because they've looked bad this series. I think they bounce back today with Skeens on the mound. Give me the Pirates at home. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -140. The Royals +120 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 75-58. The Guardians 75-58. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA at 3.32. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA at 3.46. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Royals, they won 3 in a row against Cleveland here, beating them 6-1 yesterday. Cleveland, they've dropped their last 3, 3-7 in their last 10. You look at the Royals, 4-1 on the road against Cleveland, 7-1 against Cleveland, 7-0 on the road, where they've been really dominant here. Pretty even pitching matchup. And I feel like the Royals should be favorite. The way they've played, getting plus money for the Royals, the way they've played, give me Kansas City +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 9.5. Houston coming into this matchup 70-62. The Phillies 78-54. Pitching for the Astros is Spencer Arrighetti with an ERA of 4.94. Pitching for the Phillies is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 6.26. Arrighetti, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Walker, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Houston getting shut out yesterday, 5-0, coming off back-to-back losses against the Phillies. Phillies on a little 4-game winning streak. Houston just 1-4 against Philly, where they haven't been that good. The Phillies 6-1 at home, starting to play well during the stretch they're on. Not the best pitching matchup. Both pitchers give up runs here. Yeah, in a pick'em scenario, I just haven't seen enough from the Astros. I mean, they got shut out yesterday. Give me the Phillies at home. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -175. The Rays +140 with the over-under at 7. Rays coming into this matchup 66-66. Seattle 67-66. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA at 2.70. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA at 3.72. Rasmussen, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Castillo coming off a 5 and 4 run game here, so a bad 2-game stretch for him. Rasmussen coming off a 0-run game. He's only been pitching about 1 or 2 innings though. Tampa Bay beating Seattle yesterday 3-2. Nice win for Tampa Bay. They are 6-2 against Seattle, so they've been good head-to-head here. I just don't like Castillo on the mound. Bad stretch for him, and I don't think Seattle should be big favorites the way they've been playing, which hasn't been great lately. I'll take a shot with the Rays plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -135. The Angels plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 54-78. Detroit 67-66. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.24. Pitching for Detroit is Mason Englert with an ERA of 5.95. Canning, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Englert's only pitched once this season. He just pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 1 strikeout. The Angels 1-9 in their last 10, losing to Detroit yesterday 6-2. They're on a horrible stretch right now. And you got Detroit, they're on a heater. They're on a 5-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. They're really playing well. Angels 0-5 on the road. I just can't trust the Angels here. And you got Canning coming off some bad starts. Give me the Tigers at home. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus Cincinnati Reds. Oakland opening up a slight road favorites at -115. Cincinnati -105 with the over-under at 10. Pitching for Oakland is Osvaldo Bido with an ERA of 3.24. Pitching for the Reds is Fernando Cruz with an ERA of 5.30. Bido, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Cruz, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Oakland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Cincinnati win yesterday, 5-4. Cincinnati, they've dropped their last 2. Oakland 5-1 on the road, where they've been pretty good on the road here. Cruz, let me look. It doesn't have his info from this year, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, Bido coming off good starts. He's only given up 1 run in 3 starts here. Let's see. Cruz, his last start. Yeah. He's only been pitching about an inning, and he doesn't really give up barely any runs, but he's not really pitching for that long. So we'll see how long he holds up today, but love Bido on the mound here. He's been really good here lately, and I think I gotta lean with the A's on the road on this one. Next matchup, we've got the New York Yankees versus the Washington Nationals. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -200. The Nationals plus 160 with the over-under at 9. Yankees coming into this matchup 78-55. The Nationals 60-73. Pitching for the Yankees is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 4.03. Pitching for the Nationals is Mackenzie Gore with an ERA of 4.72. Rodon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. For his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. The Yankees, they were the most bet team yesterday, and they lost to Washington 4-2. Disappointing game from the Yankees. Really, you just hope they bounce back today. That's kind of all you hope for the Yankees. They do bounce back a lot. We've seen so many times this year Yankees have a bad loss and they respond pretty well. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a big bounce back. Rodon, 2 of his last 3 games hasn't given up a run here, so he's coming off some really good starts. And I like a big bounce back from the Yankees here. I'll take in New York on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -150. Toronto +125 with the over-under at 9.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 64-69. Boston 68-63. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.41. Pitching for Boston is Brian Bello with an ERA of 4.95. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Bello, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Toronto losing to Boston yesterday 6-3. They're just 2-5 against Boston here, so they've definitely struggled head to head. Bassett really hasn't been that good on the mound. I mean, it's just he's given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. He gives up a lot of runs here, which I don't love. And I think I gotta take Boston here. Bassett's one of the guys you gotta bet against because he just pitches so bad. Give me the Red Sox at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Braves versus the Minnesota Twins. Braves opening up as road favorites at -145. The Twins +120 with the over-under at 7.5. Braves coming into this matchup 72-60. Minnesota 72-60. Pitching for the Braves is Chris Sale with an ERA of 2.62. Pitching for the Twins is David Festa with an ERA of 5.20. Sale, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Festa, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Braves on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Minnesota here. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing very well. You got Minnesota on a 3-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10. Braves 8-1 on the road against Minnesota, 7-0 against Minnesota. They've been really good right now. Love Chris Sale on the mound. I think I gotta take the Braves on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Padres opening up as road favorites at -135. Cardinals +115 with the over-under at 8. Padres coming into this matchup 76-58. Cardinals 65-67. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 4.29. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 3.84. Musgrove, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Palante, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Padres on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against St. Louis. They're 15-4 on the road, where they've been really good here. Musgrove giving up 1 run in 3 starts. I mean, man, he's been really good here lately. And I like the Padres. I like the way they're playing. I like Musgrove on the mound. Give me the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -170. The Giants +140 with the over-under at 8. Giants coming into this matchup 67-66. The Brewers 75-56. Pitching for the Giants is Kyle Harrison with an ERA of 4.0. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 3.86. Harrison, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Peralta, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Giants coming off a Brewers win yesterday, 5-4 in a pick'em scenario. They are 4-1 on the road against the Brewers, 4-1 straight up against the Brewers, where they've been really good. Look at it; it looks like it's a pretty even pitching matchup. Peralta's given up 5 in his last 3 games. Harrison's given up 6. Big plus money for the Giants, who got the win yesterday. They've been good against the Brewers. I'll take the Giants +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Chicago White Sox. Rangers opening up as road favorites at -185. The White Sox +155 with the over-under at 9. Rangers coming into this matchup 60-71. The White Sox 31-100. Pitching for the Rangers is Jack Leader with an ERA of 16.39. Let's see. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.34. Leader, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Man, he has been bad on the mound here. Hasn't pitched since May, so he's been out for a bit, or pretty much the whole summer. But his last 3 starts, he's given up 6, 4, and 7. He's given up 17 runs in 3 starts here. You don't like that. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. I mean, yeah, I do not like Leader on the mound. You had the White Sox. Let's see. Oh, hold up. This info is not correct. Let's see. Let's go back. Sorry, the info just like these last matchups kind of are just disappearing. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this game was suspended yesterday. It was 0-0. It was suspended, I think, in the first inning. Okay, so this game didn't happen yesterday. Well, that's good. The site's not messing up. But yeah, I do not trust the White Sox. Right? I'm sorry, the Rangers with Leader on the mound. I just can't do it. That's a lot of runs. He's given up the most I've ever seen in a 3-game stretch. Yeah, I gotta take the White Sox plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Colorado Rockies. Rockies opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Marlins plus 110 with the over-under at 11. Marlins coming into this matchup 48-84. The Rockies 49-84. Pitching for the Marlins is Max Meyer with an ERA of 5.44. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 5.70. Meyer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Both pitchers giving up a good bit of runs here. You got Miami coming off a Rockies win yesterday, 9-8. They are 5-1 against Colorado, but they are just 3-12 on the road against the Rockies, where they've struggled. But both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. Worst matchup on the slate. Like, realistically, no one should be betting on the Marlins and Rockies. Maybe you take a shot on the over, because the over did smash yesterday with 2 bad pitchers on the mound. That would probably be my recommendation. But I think I gotta take a shot with the Marlins plus 1.5 on the road, and that's a full roll with that. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Mets plus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Mets coming into this matchup 69-63. Arizona 75-57. Pitching for the Mets is Luis Severino with an ERA of 4.02. Pitching for Arizona is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 3.94. Severino, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. The Mets, coming off a Arizona win yesterday, 8-3, nice win on the road. The Mets 5-0 on the road against Arizona, 10-3 against Arizona, where they've been really good here. Severino coming off 2 good starts on the mound here. Plus money on the road, nice win yesterday. I'll take a shot with the Mets plus 1.5 on the road here. In the last matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 77-56. The Dodgers 78-54. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 3.33. Pitching for the Dodgers is Walker Buehler with an ERA of 5.68. Burns, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Buehler, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Burns coming off bad starts here. I mean, man, he's given up, 16 runs in his last 3 starts. Yeah, he's been getting lit up. Baltimore beating the Dodgers yesterday 3-2. Yeah, I just don't know if I trust Burns on the mound. I mean, we know how good he can be, but he's on a just horrible stretch right now. And you don't really want to be on that bad of a stretch going up against the Dodgers here. I like a big bounce back from the Dodgers. Tough loss yesterday. Give me the Dodgers at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.